Yeah, welcome along, everyone. It's the Commissioner of the TRSBA, Tim Walsh here. It's a very early power rankings pre-season preview, so of the TRSBA, of course. So let's just have a look at that. We rank the teams from 16 down to 1, and we've got every projected stat for the top 12 players on each team in these slides. So if you want a copy of these slides, I can send me a mail, and I'll send it through. Here we go. Let's get started right now. We'll start with who is the number one player? Who's the number one player when it comes to who's the number one player? Giannis Antetokounmpo is projected to be the number one player. It's pretty close there at the top, though, but he's projected to go first. He's on the Flyers roster at the moment. The Greek Freak. He's a freak of nature. Okay, so that's his stats from last year. 3 championship rings, and now going to the Flyers. Number 16. Who's number 16? Let's have a look. Any predictions on who the worst team is? That dog needs to be put down, that hound. Now, one player they have saved, and they did very well, I must admit, Josh Giddey. Yeah! Projected stats, 28.4 fantasy points a game, was 24.8 as a rookie. Mikal Bridges second. They got Aaron Gordon on a huge contract, about $9 million per season. Steve Adams, their third best, but they are the worst in the team. You can see that there, looking at those particular stats. We don't know where Colin Sexton will end up. He's there now. Okay. So, not too surprising, they are tanking. So, on to Team 15. We've got the New Orleans Hurricanes, Donovan Mitchell, their best player now, so they've got him. He's projected to average about 35 fantasy points a game, be 22nd in the league. He was the 22nd last year. And there's not a lot of other players there, so that's probably why. I mean, it's quite possible someone like a Walker Kessler could be the 4th best player. So they are struggle street, the New Orleans Hurricanes. There's not a lot there. Jabari Smith was who they picked number 1, and he should probably make the all-rookie team, but I don't think he'll be the best rookie this year, but 23.44, he'll get every opportunity to do that, 32 minutes a game. That's the New Orleans Hurricanes. New York Lions at 14. Let's go through their team in a sec, but best player, they've done a few trades, but looks like possibly Jalen Green. They are rebuilding. If he gets 30 fantasy points a game, good luck to him, but that's the prediction. Sadiq Bey, 25.45. Christian Wood, he's about 25 fantasy points for Christian Wood.
My wood. It's my wood. If I'm falling, well, I know I'm going to be. I'm going to be the one who's smiling next to that gentleman over there.
Okay, so that's the New York Lions. Brandon Clark, I like there. You see the big picture of Brandon. I think he'll have a good year. Kyle Lowry. I know Dennis wanted to hear this one, so let's just play it. Uh, 22.83, so still around at his age. On to Team 13, San Francisco. Halliburton. So they got De'Aaron Fox, they got Sabonis, Halliburton, Vucevic. It was pretty okay last year. Didn't think it was that good, but there you go. Scotty Barnes, 29.62 projected. So they could have 5 players there doing okay. But then there's a big fall away after Wendell Carter Jr. So top 6 players, and then there's a massive drop off after their top 6 players. So the depth is just shit house for the San Francisco Tigers. I think it's okay, but a very up and down sort of uneven team right now. Team 12 is the North Carolina Brown Cows. Drafted Chet Holmgren at number 3 in the draft. But projected to not be as good. Jaylen Brown could lead the team, 32.39. Julius Randle, not great toward down the stretch. RJ Barrett. So Chet, 26.64 projected for, could be the rookie of the year. D'Angelo Russell, 25.61. So Jaren Jackson going to miss a lot of games too, but when he does come back, 23.98. And that's another reason they're not projected to go that high. Not that deep either. So there's the Cows. Chicago Predators. Probably where he's ranked number 2 in the whole league is Joel Embiid. So they've got some great players there, though. They've got Paul George and Zach LaVine, Nurkic, and Paulo Banchero. Now, Paulo Banchero, 26 fantasy points a game is what's predicted to be the number 60th player or something like that. Anyways, he's in that sort of vicinity. And then there's a big drop off down to Brook Lopez, who won't return much value. Preds, don't know, they'd be interesting. I don't think they make the playoffs. There you go. The Snipers could make, depends what happens out in the West. The West is tough. Garland, Edwards, both guns, both had great years last year. Look at Edwards, Rudy Gobert. They got him too, so they have improved. Let's face it, they have improved. But Jared Allen, but then after that, it's Keegan Murray. Might get 24 fantasy points a game too. Again, after that 6th player, a big drop off. So that's why they're not any higher. And no one in the top 25 there as far as players that we can see. But yeah, very interesting. Going on to the Cleveland Jaguars at 9. A lot of players fairly even here. Middleton, my column, about the 28, 29 mark. JV down to about 27 after a 30 last year. That drop-off is mainly a Zion sort of drop-off. Kyle Kuzma had a pretty good year last year, 28 down to 26 probably this year, 25. Jordan Poole, he was great last year. Devin Vassell, that's where the big jump is. I reckon from 19 FP up to about 26. So hopefully that happens. Alonzo, the injuries are concerned. Probably not going to get any better this year, but a good bench player. Expect a bit of a return from PJ Washington. Oubre also a little bit better than last year. These are good role players. Zubac we think could be okay as well. Reggie Jackson will take a dive back, and Jalen Duren in the top 12 there for the Jags as well. On to number 8, Tampa Bay Butchers. Karl Anthony Towns. He's scat man. I'm a scat man. Ranked number, it should be in the top, somewhere in the top 15 or so. DeJounte Murray will take a bit of a cut back. Was really high last year. Ranked number 8, I think. It was down to 36. Buckets, yep. Ben Simmons. Now, this is the X factor. Ben Simmons returned to about 30 fantasy points a game. That's very interesting if it happens. I don't know. I'm skeptical of that particular projection. Miles Turner, we don't know what he's going to do, but hopefully a different team or something. 25 fantasy points a game. Jamal Murray will be back, so that's good. Miles Bridges, not so good. Clint Capella, still will be okay. Gary Trent, yep, good win. Cole Anthony, a big cut off there with Foot's back. Suggs getting better. All that sort of thing. So that's the Tampa Bay Butchers. Then the Toronto Flyers with Giannis, we spoke about before. LeBron, Rozier was really, really good last year. Kawhi Leonard. Now, it'd be interesting to see how many games we get. How can you project 62 games? It could happen. Could be the number 17th player in the league. So that's what the projections are. Brogdon will have a big downturn from 29 down to 21. He was 47th last year. Barnes not getting any better, getting older. So maybe this team is lucky to be this high, I think. Certainly, yeah, I'm not going to really contend much unless they can get some of these other players playing a bit better. LeBron projected to be in the top 10 again, probably number 5. So that's quite interesting. The Alabama Wild Boars, bit of a turnaround here from not turnaround, sorry, they were the best team last year. But why they sort of slipped a bit here now. Joker's number 3, Durant probably number 6. So you got 2 of the top 10 players. Ball number 19, Ingram about 32. So that's pretty solid. Westbrook, not getting any better, just gets worse every year, down to about 27 projected. Tobias Harris also on the downslide. Marcus Smart, about the same as every other year. Get some veterans, and I think they'll be feisty, but yeah, I just think they're going to struggle here. And I think injuries are things that are going to occur that's going to make it hard. Durant, Westbrook, these guys, we'll see. He's proven us wrong before as far as GMs are concerned, but I've got him at number 6 in the rankings at the moment, which is the second best team in the East still. The LA Pens, and this is a big move here. Devin Booker, he's coming in at number 12 for the year. Now he's probably going to have an all NBA first team sort of year. Cade up to about 28. Keldon Johnson, big jump from 24.97 up to 32. Desmond Bain will continue to get better as well. He was really, really good. Brunson, probably a little bit better. Sengun, a huge increase there from 17 up to about 26. Robert Williams, again, probably from nearly up to 25. So those first 7, really, really good. Monty Morris, he's going to have a decent year too. Better than last year. Jaden Ivey, don't forget about him. So him to be number 9 on your list is pretty strong. Some projections there. Patrick Williams, Herta Onyeka. So I like those Pens team, and they'll probably be surprised to hear that, won't you, Aaron? Definitely. And then we've got the New England Red Devils, number 4. Nearly made them number 3, but number 4, and I think it's the veteran touch here. It's these veterans that are going to get the job done. Harden ranked in the top 13.
He has a big, shiny, fancy fucking four-wheel drive, but he doesn't know how to change a tyre. Harden the fuck up, Anthony.
And DeRozan. Zeus, maybe. So Porzingis and Chris Paul, Klay Thompson, John Collins, Jalen Smith, Sticks, Gordon Hayward. Number 3, the OC. Led by this guy, Doncic. But up to number 3, one of the reasons is the big risk to take on AD.
They do to my boy AD.
pal. It'll haunt my dreams.
Space Jam.
So if they've got him playing, if they've got Irving playing, like that's 3 guys in the top 15. That is really, really solid. J. Rue Holiday, 46. Jacob Pirtle, you know, he could be about 56. He's pretty good. Good Buddy Heald, Franz Wagner. What have we got? It's at 24.5. So they've got all these players. They will certainly.
That's about it, Lieutenant Wagner. Wagner. No, Wagner. Wagner.
Wagner.
Okay, so we got Bobby Portis there, deep. Bones, Jared Vanderbilt Bar, Herb Jones and NAW. I'm not sure what the fuck he's going to do this year, but anyway, he's on the team. The Death Valley Barbarians, Tatum at 38 fantasy points, Lillard around the 37s, Pascal around the 36s, Curry 35, 34, Bam 32, Van Vliet probably just under 30, Maxey probably about the same as last year for Mad Max, Anthony Simons, Roy pretty good, Bojan Bogdanovic and also Bogdan, they're both there. Trey Jones, he's the one with the big improvement from about 11.67 up to 22.6. Yeah, so, and no surprise to those in the know, but the best team, they made the finals last year without some of their players. Is the Utah Saints. And here's the Mount Rushmore of the Saint players. Let's just have a look at these guys. Starting off with Ja Morant, projected to be their best player, about 39 fantasy points a game. Trae Young. SGA. He's going to project about 35. He's pretty good. Then they've got, who else have they got here? Oh, yes, Zion. Make a comeback. Zion. Needs to stop eating cheeseburgers, and then they'll probably win comfortably. And don't forget Ayton, Evan Mobley, Kevin Porter Jr., Tyler Hero, Maga Porter Jr., OG Anunoby, Benedict Maverin, JaVale McGee. So a lot of superstars there for the Utah Saints. That's been, I guess, the early power rankings. TRSBA commissioner here, about to fly back to Brisbane tomorrow. Hope everyone's doing well, and let me know. And if you want a copy of the slides, send me a message. Cheers, bye.